with the tone of the story as well. I got slightly confused in the middle where I think for me it's mostly the scaling can be off with the characters, like for example the door and the sizes. And I was a little confused on who was the mom, the daughter, and then the dad. But then near the end, I think it rectified itself pretty well. But that's just something to kind of think about in terms of the character design, I would say, to differentiate a little bit more. But other than that, that's amazing work.
The moody, more muted, darker colors added a lot to the atmosphere. It created more of like a serious, like just generally sadder, somber atmosphere, which I really liked. I also enjoyed the detailed faces because it creates more room for good emotion, for more exaggeration in that sense. If there was something that I could say to improve is that sometimes I will agree that the perspective is just a little bit off. It's a little bit of a solid drawing just needs to be just checking their proportions, making sure that all of these characters are about like the same kind of the door they were originally. It's the same within like different scenes as well. Also with, I will say that I also was just a tiny bit confused with the character designs as well, with the like with the daughter character and the mom character. But by the end, I was able to get that as well.
John?
Yeah, this piece had some things I liked. I will say I was a little unclear about the specific meaning of what the mask was supposed to be. I would have loved to see that clarified a little, unless the point was to keep it ambiguous in favor of just focusing on how it impacted the relationships between the characters. That part was very clear, and that's really the part that has to work. So I think the parts that needed to were definitely. I thought there was some excellent use of light, especially in some of the early shots. The fact that you're already thinking about those in your shots is really great to see at this age. And a lot of the shots worked really well. The one consistent piece of feedback I had with cinematography was be cognizant of how much negative space is in the frame. There were a couple shots where I thought it was used to good effect, and a couple others where I thought it was maybe a little less intentional, and another shot scale or some reframing would have helped keep the cinematography more consistent. And I thought, yeah, excellent musical choice. Aside from the one rough audio transition, I thought the music was perfect.
Awesome, thank you. All right, thank you, Distant Faces.